everybody would drive in. We are having so much fun, and just wanted to let everybody know that we are going to have more live audience shows in the future, so stay tuned to QVC.tix.com. It is time, though, to talk about one of our very favorites here in our food family. This is the Cushman's Florida Honeybell box, and more so than ever this year, the harvest is more and more scarce, and so this one, you know, it was a tough season, and so if you are looking to get your Honeybells home, we are starting to get down to what we are able to bring you for the season. Already 35,000 have been ordered, and this is the food of the month for January 2018. There's something so special about a Honeybell, and Alan Cushman is actually in the Groves in Florida getting that shipment out to us next week. So he is very, very busy. So he asked his friend Dana Fleming to come in and join us today. And Dana is here, and I like to refer to her as our fancy fruit friend.
Yeah.
Hey, Dana.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
I love being here. I'm so excited. I'm a huge fan of Honeybell, so this is just such an honor. It's 15-year tradition at QVC, the Honeybells.
I know. It's a 15th anniversary for Honeybell. So, you know what? I'm going to talk about the offer in a minute. I would love for you to tell us first, though, what is a Honeybell?
Okay, well, a Honeybell is actually a cross between a Dunkin' grapefruit and a Dancy tangerine. And what happened was back in the 1800s, there was limited citrus available. And so they were looking for ways to get more types of fruit. And so they cross-pollinated. And this took years and years. And then one day, once these were cross-pollinated, this lovely, glorious fruit was born.
So cool.
The Honeybell. And it was actually Alan Cushman's father who coined the name because it looks like a bell and it tastes as sweet as honey.
Aw.
I know, isn't that cute?
It's really sweet. Oh, and you know what? I haven't been doing this
you need
properly.
to bib up here because
I like that. You need to bib up.
These are the juiciest, most delicious citrus fruits you will ever encounter. In fact, I want to show you. Here we've got our store-bought orange, and many of us see this in the store. It's beautiful. It has a beautiful exterior. But what people don't realize, I mean, I know how many times you've been in the grocery, you're walking around, you're saying, I need the one that has the least amount of, marks on it and this and that. But citrus is really about what's on the inside. It's not about the outside. And, that's exactly what the Honeybell is. This is real tropical grown fruit from Florida, and all the beauty of that Honeybell is on the inside.
They are so delicious, and I have to say, I've been eating Honeybells for many years. This year, they are just sweeter and juicier than ever. I can't imagine how Cushman's can outdo themselves every year, but they do. And so this is what the offer is. So you have your choice. This one box is 6 pounds of Honeybells. Now it's approximately 9 to 11 Honeybells. It's a feature price of $29. Now, if you want to go with the second choice, this is 12 pounds. So this box and this box represents 12 pounds, and it's approximately 18 to 22 Honeybells because they vary in size. So that's the range, but it's a featured price of $49. Now, if you know how good Honeybells are and you want to keep a great thing coming to you this January, we have the 18-pound choice. You get this box, and this box. Quite frankly, I look at it as I share these with my family. This one box is for me.
Right.
They are $69 for the 18-pound choice, and auto delivery is available because you can lock in your shipment for next year at this year's price. So they ship out the week of January 19th, January 15th, which is just 2 days away. So that's why Alan is in Florida getting the shipments ready, but we know what a Honeybell is. We know that there is a difference between the store-bought orange and the Honeybell orange, but it's the taste, and you can see on the inside how completely different.
Well, if you want to hold this one here, and I'll hold this one, you can see with the store-bought orange that has this really thick rind. It also has a lighter color than the Honeybell interior. What is going on here is there's not as much juice. This is thinner because there's such a high juice content within it. So what I want to do, just to show everybody what a difference there is, we're going to do a little squeeze off.
I love a squeeze off. Hang on, let me get my bib straight.
Yeah, get your bib on, because this is like juice everywhere. And you're going to squeeze as hard as you can, Mary.
Yeah.
Give it your
I'm going to cheat this time. I'm going to use 2 hands. She's using one hand, and I've got good mitts, so I'm gonna give it a good.
So it's all over my hand, by the way.
I know, right? It goes down your wrist, down your sleeve.
It's all over because this is elbow dripping good, and I put my bib on early because I didn't want to ruin my sweater. But here, if you look at the two, look at how much more juice you're getting from one Honeybell.
And look at the color.
And look at the color difference. And
store-bought,
right.
Honeybell.
And in the industry, they call that soluble solids.
Okay.
But what we call it is natural sugar. And you just get the best tasting, juiciest, I mean, you just can't top the flavor. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's real.
Right? It's slurping good. It's.
I'm so glad Dana's here. I can eat Honeybells. Those are so good.
I think I might have a sip of this myself here.
You know, the thing about Honeybells is when you have a Honeybell orange, when you have that hybrid, you're getting the juice packed into a small space. And yes, they're that beautiful bright orange color. And yes, you get all of the deliciousness. But if you could come take a look at my hand. When you get an orange in the store, and this is about peeling and eating just like you would from the one in the store, but can the one in the store do that?
It's a waterfall of juice coming out of there.
That's the magic. And that's the thing. When I first saw Alan doing this on television, I was like, I want to be underneath that hand. I don't know why. They are wasting some juice. We do this to prove a point.
Right.
This is the magic of the Honeybell, is that it just keeps coming.
It does. And the thing is, it's only available in January. So it's kind of like, I think of it as a heaven-sent fruit. I mean, it's only available in January at the time when it's the coldest of the year. And who couldn't use some sunshine at their front door? And you get this luscious, juicy fruit. And I mean, literally, you blink and you miss the season. But I think it's the queen of citrus because you will never get a sweeter or juicier citrus fruit than a Honeybell. And this is the time to get it, is now.
They are so good. Oh my gosh.
And I just want to show you, you have these little pockets of juice in here if you get in close. And like Mary was saying, it's so delicate. You just squeeze it and look how much of that just comes right out of there. It's unbelievable.
You know, sometimes when we have a lot of different choices in the house, you think, well, if a piece of fruit isn't going to fill me up.
Right.
And when you have a Honeybell, it's so packed with juice that
and vitamin C.
It's beyond a snack. You feel like, wow, I really ate something substantial because the juice is just there. Now, from what I hear, the 6-pound choice is very, very popular. And I know, is it time for the smile?
It is.
Now, Alan Cushman has taught us how to do a Honeybell smile.
Right.
And so he says, give your slice a little slit in each side. Is that correct?
Little slice in each side.
Okay.
And then, and I have to warn you, if you've never had a Honeybell before, you have to wear the bib. You know what? That comes in the box.
When they show up at the front door, just go ahead and put the bib on, just so you're ready.
It is so good.
I know.
I can't.
And you need it. And you know what I love too? I never talk about this, but
your extras.
At the bottom of the bib, there's a little pouch because you need it. So that when you do have your Honeybell smile, it doesn't run down onto your pants. It actually catches in the little pouch at the bottom of your bib. I think that's so sweet.
But that is the fun of it. I mean, who cares? You get it for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, and they're so good.
Don the bib, eat the juice. It's one of life's pleasures.
Okay, so the 6-pound choice is $29. It is our most popular choice at this time. This is our January food of the month. When it is gone, it is gone. We cannot find more Honeybells in March. We can't find more Honeybells in July. This is the month to pick them up. Now, the second choice that we have for you is the 12-pound choice, and that one is available for a featured price of $49. You get this box and you get this box. We also have a third choice. It is called the 18-pounder. You get 18 pounds of Honeybells delivered right to your front door. 1 box, 2 box, 3 boxes, all coming to your front door and at a featured price of $69. Now, you can lock in this year's price for next year when you get auto delivery.
Which is smart.
Right. And so the folks that picked
Thinking
up
ahead.
auto delivery last year are actually going to get their Honeybells in just a couple days. So they get theirs first.
Lucky.
And I know, right? Where do y'all live? But you can lock in this year's price and next year. And so, yes, you can get great juice. If you have a glass of Honeybell juice, you just feel like you're flying for the rest of the day because it's just so juicy and delicious.
It is a burst of sunshine.
Yes.
It really is. And let me tell you, the 6 pound, it looks like a lot of fruit, but one person can easily get through that in a week.
Oh, please.
Easily.
Before the kids come home from school.
And the thing
sorry.
is, but if you get through it, you can't get it again. This is it. I mean, January is the time, and once January's over, you have to wait till next year.
Are you kidding me?
It's just one of those. It's just a gift from nature, and it's one of those joys. And some people, have never had a Honeybell or heard of a Honeybell, and probably because the season is so quick. And they just don't get a chance to try them. And if you haven't had one before, it really is such a great experience. You won't forget it. It's the sweetest and just juiciest citrus you will ever have. In fact, I gotta have a sip of this right now.
Please do, because I'm almost done with mine. My mom is at home right now going, I cannot believe she just ate an entire Honeybell.
They are so good. Well,
Yeah.
that's the other thing. They are super sweet this year because of the unseasonably cold temperatures in Florida. So what that does is it makes the fruit sugars really saturate. So these have an exceptional sweet flavor this year. Alan even said that. And Alan has been doing this since he was like 5 years old.
I know. And
For him to say that.
And when he told me that, we met backstage the first couple days of January. Actually, the first day of January, because I hosted In the Kitchen with David, and they debuted a special offer on that show. And he said, Mary, they're sweeter than ever this year. And I said, oh, okay, well, I've always loved the Honeybells. I can't imagine them being any sweeter than they already are.
Right.
I was absolutely
Blown
shocked.
away.
Yeah. And I said, what did you do? And he looked at me and he said, we grew them. Didn't do anything. And so I thought, well, that was a goofy question on my part. But that's the thing. That's the Honeybell magic that we look for every year in January here at QVC. 6 pound box, $29. 2 boxes constitutes the 12-pound choice. And it is a feature price of $49. The 18-pounder is a featured price of $69. And I keep hugging this one because clearly I might have chosen a favorite. Yeah, please don't take $20. But this is an incredible offer, and it's our January food of the month. It ships to you the week of January 15th, which, as we know, is Monday. So just a couple days away when you place your order, you will get them very, very soon. Dana, it's always so nice to see you.
Fun.
How about, do you want to do the Allen
right?
wrist bump or the elbow bump? That's perfect.
I got juice all over the inside.
You did a great job. Oh, wait, I got to take off my bib. I'm moving on here. Hang on.
Okay. Well,
Coming up in 6 minutes, I might actually need to put the bib back on.
Oh, okay.
Because Cheryl's cookies are in the show today.
Oh, yeah.
They are the